and welcome to another episode of Just a Teen. I'm so excited you're here. So now, it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Just a Teen. So today I'm here with Anantika from Singapore. Anantika, how are you doing?
I'm good.
So, what's it like being a teen in Singapore?
It's good. It's really fun actually, because the school system over here, it's pretty rigorous. And in addition, so like that's the whole thing. But then in addition, we also have really clean roads and good infrastructure, which I think is interesting in comparison to like other countries such as India or something. So yeah, and it's really safe here. It's incredibly safe. Safe out 10, and it's fine.
So are there a lot of since it's safe, you have a lot of independence from like parents to hang out with friends and stuff?
I do have a lot of, yeah, I can stay up till like 8 or 9 if I wanted to.
Wow. So do you talking about friends, do you have favorite activities you like doing with friends?
Yeah, Singapore, it's pretty small, but there's a lot of like hidden treasures. So I like exploring Singapore with my friends. And since the public transport here is so good, we just travel by public transport all the time, like the trains. Yeah.
I think the US could learn from that for sure.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You said public transport, like mostly trains, buses?
Yeah. And there's a specific train system called MRT, and it's so good. It's really efficient. Like there's a train, there's like couple hundred, like 100-ish stops all around Singapore.
Wow.
And trains come every like 2 to 3 minutes, and every single stop, it's good.
So you can get anywhere pretty much.
Yeah, you can.
That's a lot better than having to beg your parents to drive you everywhere. So about the school system, just wondering what type of classes do you take at school and kind of what your school schedule is like?
So my school, like there are some schools that have like very different schedules, but my school personally, we go from 9:30 to 3:30, like that's and recently my school moved, so the timings were shifted slightly from 8:30 to 2:30, so basically 1 hour earlier. But yeah, that's about it. And then the classes I take there, we have 9 subjects in total. So we have our 3 sciences, chem, biophysics, and then we have a second language. I take Hindi and English as our first language. And then we have 2 electives that you can take, such as econs and business and geo and history and all of that.
Cool.
And then lastly, you have mathematics.
Yes. So you said you take Hindi. Are there like a lot of languages offered at your school to take for students?
Yeah, there are quite a few. So we have Hindi, Spanish, French, and Tamil.
And what?
Tamil.
What language is that?
It's another Indian language. Like a India, but yeah.
Oh, that's really awesome that schools give options. I think that's really cool because here it's mostly just Spanish and French. I mean, at least at I know some schools offer more languages, but it would be awesome to have more options to take even more languages. Do you have a favorite class that you take?
My favorite class right now would probably be mathematics. I really enjoy math.
You enjoy math? You're like my friend who likes math. Yeah. Well, that's really cool. So, about school, does your school offer, extracurricular activities or sports or?
Oh yeah, so many. So basically in our school, we have specific teams. And if you audition for those teams, and then you can join them. So like we have teams of basketball, football, tennis, badminton, a lot. And then in addition to those are like your ECAs, your extracurricular activities. But then you also have clubs that you can join from our school, like writing clubs, psychology clubs, medicine, a lot. Yeah.
Are you in any clubs?
Oh, I am in quite a few clubs actually. I enjoy writing a lot, so I have like joined this, and I want to become a doctor when I grow up. So I've just joined the medicine club and I write for it. And then in addition, I also write for this club outside of my school. It's called the Light Up Project, where it talks about mental health, and I write that as well. And there's quite a few more, but I'm forgetting.
Oh, that's amazing. Can you tell us like about your project that you do outside of school? That sounds really meaningful.
Yeah, so basically our school provides options to like go outside, and it provides like information. And through my school, I found out about this club known as the Light Up Project. And it's pretty small right now, but basically we write posts about mental health, and each month we have a theme, and that's what we talk
Oh, that sounds cool. That sounds really
about.
meaningful too and important. Well, that's amazing. So,
Thank you.
kind of shifting gears here from school, just talking about the culture in general. So, what are some common practices or traditions in Singapore culture? What do you say?
So one is most people do not have cars because, as I said, the public transport system is so good, and it's also pretty expensive to own a car in Singapore, so most people just prefer to travel by public transport. Another interesting thing is that there's a huge culture of not littering here because, like,
That's
obviously,
great.
yeah, obviously, like one of the main things that's like the reason for this is the laws, the multiple laws in place. Like if you litter, you have to pay like $500. It's fine.
Wow.
Um, yeah, so basically everybody like takes responsibility for their own trash and make sure to throw it in like I think is really cool.
I think
Um,
I think that's amazing that they do that, honestly.
yeah. And some other interesting things. I'm not really sure. I can't come up with anything on the spot.
But I think the idea about like preserving the environment, that's a very
Yeah.
important topic. So, it's great. That's amazing. Um so what's the climate and weather like in Singapore?
I'm so sad over this, but Singapore, it's so near the equator, so it has
Mhm.
no season changes. Like
Oh,
it's always hot and humid and rainy. Like the only proper season we have is monsoon. Um, but we have no other seasons otherwise. It's just the same temperature throughout the year. So like it's decently hot, like from the 30s, 30 degrees Celsius, like throughout the year. Yeah,
I mean,
it's pretty.
I would like that personally. I like warm weather, but yeah, I guess you get yeah.
8 years, you get you get used to it.
Hey, I guess you can swim in the pool year round. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, do you think you could share a cool place maybe to visit in Singapore or a
Oh,
favorite place that you've been to?
oh, there's so many cool places. Okay, one like main landmark I think of here is the Botanic Gardens, and it's like these massive canopy trees that light up in the night, and it's really pretty. So beautiful, for sure. I love that. Yeah. And then another thing that you can do is there's so many forests here, so you can take hikes to them. Like Tree Reservoir, you can just walk through those and then you can watch the lake. It's really nice.
Being in nature is great. So, would you say Singapore is a good mix of like city and nature?
Yeah, I would.
I think that's the
Like,
best mix
yeah,
because it's good to be in a city, but it's also good to, take time to be in nature. I think that's
yeah.
important. So, talking just about, hobbies, activities, do you have any hobbies or activities that you pursue maybe outside of school or,
Yeah.
things you're
So
doing?
one main thing I like to do is I've already mentioned writing. I enjoy writing. Like I go to many competitions and I've won awards.
Wow.
And yeah, I hope to write a book in the future, maybe.
Do you have any ideas for what you want the book to be about? Like what
Oh,
genre?
I hope like my favorite genre. Oh, another interesting thing I like to do is reading. I love reading, especially psychological thrillers and
Mm,
like mysteries.
I
So
agree. I
I think if
agree.
I were to write a book, I would do it based on that, like with a narrative of you don't know who's lying or not. I think that would make it really interesting.
I love those types of books. When you write a book, tell me about it, and I will publicize it here, and I will read it too.
Thank you.
Of
Thank
course.
you. That in mind.
But that's really great. Yeah, reading is amazing.
And then another thing I like to do is crocheting. I like crocheting.
Ooh,
Like,
yes.
yeah, I've made coasters and stuff. And I hope to like do it more when I have more time. But yeah.
Yeah. Time. Yeah. School. Do you have a lot of homework from school?
Like right now I'm in exam season. Like this is during my exam time and I'm preparing for my boards, my IGCSEs, which is like a massive part of my uh education. Like it's pretty
What
important.
are what are the you said GCSC?
IGCSEs.
IGCSC.
Yeah. So those are like they're also like colloquially known as our boards. And they're a series of like um for me I have like 22 exams. And those will decide like if I get 9 A stars, it'll be really good and it'll affect my college application essentially.
You
Yeah.
got this. Good luck.
Thank you. I
You're
hope so.
gonna do well. I have a good feeling you're gonna do amazing.
Thank you. I hope so. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it essentially. Yeah.
Well, good luck with that. You got it. Um, kind of talking about wondering what are like the national languages of Singapore? Like what are the common languages spoken?
My God, I'm not good at this. Okay, so commonly, a very common language is Mandarin.
Mhm.
Um, so there's Mandarin. Oh, right, yeah, that's also a language option offered at that school. I forgot to mention. But yeah,
Well,
Mandarin is a very common language, and then English, obviously. And then since Singapore has like a pretty large population of Indians, Hindi is also pretty common. And then Tamil occasionally, yeah, like Tamil as well. That's also a pretty important language. Yeah.
that's cool. Like multi-language, multicultural.
Yeah.
Great.
Um,
Um, so do you have just a favorite word that you would like to share in, I mean, whatever language you want, but just a cool word
uh, I really like the sound of the word epiphany. I don't know. I love it.
in English.
Yeah.
I mean,
Epiphany.
do you have a word in Hindi or in Mandarin that you like?
Oh, Hindi. Okay. It's like stuff.
And then like
Uh,
what the meaning of it is.
um, my nickname, Gia. It means
Yeah.
a piece of art.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. So
beautiful.
yeah, that's my nickname, and my parents have that's what I've got.
That's
I
what.
hope.
Aw, I love that. I love that.
Thank you.
Um, so just I guess to end things off, I mean, do you have any fun facts about you that you would like to share?
Um, I like to cook, I
Oh, that's
suppose.
cool.
Yeah.
What are some dishes you
Yeah,
like to
I like to cook and I like to bake. So cooking, I want to learn how to make like this classic Indian dish. It's known as chicken butter masala. It's
Mm,
really popular, and I want to learn how to make that for myself at
I
home.
love Indian food. I love Indian. So good.
And then baking, I just like to make anything and everything, like cookies and cakes and whatnot.
Do you have a favorite dish that you're currently like enjoy making?
Um, oh, there's this one type of cookie that my friend introduced me to. It's called a Nutella cookie, and it's so good. It's really
Oh, is
good.
that the one where like it's just like Nutella flour? It's like the simple cookie that you make?
Oh no, I don't know. Maybe I should try that. But I just you freeze a block of Nutella and you add it to your cookie batter, and then it melts in the oven, and it tastes so good.
Oh,
It's
you
like
Oh, that's cool. I want to
yeah,
send me the recipe after this. I want to make that.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Well, Anantika, thank you so much for speaking to me today. I had a really good time and I learned a lot. And
Thank you. I enjoyed this
you're a
too.
great person. And I would really like to record another episode with you because I feel like there's a lot more to learn and the culture is so interesting. It was just so great.
Yeah. Thank you.
You think you could teach us how to say bye in Hindi or Mandarin?
Yeah, so you say bye in Hindi as I know this, I promise. Okay, so there's not really a word for saying bye in Hindi, but you can say ab main chalti hu, which means I'm going now. So essentially it's
Way
just
to
a
say
bye.
it.
Uh, chalti
Wait,
hu ab
how do you
oh,
pronounce it? Yeah.
and then you can say फिर से मिलते हैं, like or फिर से मिलेंगे, which means that we'll meet again.
Yes. Wait, say that again. I want to say it right.
फिर से मिलेंगे.
First, I'm gonna mess that up. But thank you so much, and
Yes.
bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Wait, Hi, and thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you would like to be notified every time a new episode comes out, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell, and also check out our podcast on Spotify. Also, make sure to follow our socials to stay updated on all the other happenings at Just a Teen. And finally, if you are a teen interested in being interviewed, check out the link to a form down below. Thank you so much, and have a great day!